Merry Christmas, everyone, and happy holidays. I'm Jack Chapple, and Coke created Santa. Yeah, most people actually don't know that, but this is one of the most successful advertising and marketing campaigns of all time. It's the holidays, it's related to business. I want to talk about Santa, so we're going to talk about Santa. Anyways, Coke was doing an advertising campaign in the late 1920s, early 1930s, and this guy named Fred Mizzen drew a picture of what we now picture as Santa. There was no image of Santa beforehand. I mean, there was a few cartoons and all that stuff, but until 1930, we didn't have that jolly, red. Oh, by the way, why is Santa in red and white? And why is Coke's colors red and white? That's really weird. Anyways, so this guy named Fred Mizzen, he did this artist's rendition of Santa. He had the white beard, and it kind of was a hit with everyone. It's like, oh, this guy's so jolly. But actually, originally, Santa was a salesman, which is something that most people don't know about. He was supposed to be a salesman that was happy and jolly and a long white beard. And they just pumped this out everywhere. They pumped this out to magazines and cartoons and all this stuff. And eventually, as newborns were being born, they started realizing or started thinking that the actual image of Santa was the Coke Santa. So, and up until I was probably 15 or 14 years old, I didn't know that either. I mean, I didn't know that Santa was actually, the image of him was invented by Coke, which is quite astounding. And oh, by the way, one really random weird fact is, is that Coca-Cola, so they had Santa in the 1950s they had Santa, the image of him in the 1950s. They were doing comics and magazines and all that stuff still. And Santa had an elf, and the elf was Sprite. They had an elf, which is also a Sprite. And a few decades later, what did Coke release? Sprite. So actually, it's kind of funny that Coke is related to Santa and Sprite is related to an elf. I think that was quite cool. So honestly, this was one of the most successful marketing campaigns of all time. I mean, they made the movie like The Santa Claus, which I loved as a kid. And like anything relating to Santa is Coke. Isn't that weird? Isn't that cool? I wish I could do a marketing campaign like that. I mean, where everyone was like, the image of Santa in your brain right now is ingrained because of this one guy, Fred Mizzen, in the 1930s that decided to draw him for business reasons. Weird, eh? I'd just like to mention also that I do have a stock market mastery program. The link is in the description below. It'll teach you everything you need to know about stocks, from not knowing anything to making your first trade. It teaches you all these tools. It's something that I really, really, really wish I had before I started investing. I made it myself. It's great. Go check it out. It'll help you a lot. But anyways, I just want to mention that Coke didn't invent Santa. Santa, the real Santa for all you kids watching. It was first described in the 1800s, 1700s, something like that. And so Coke did not invent Santa. For those of you that are curious about that, they just invented how we actually see Santa. So anyways, I'd like to thank you very much for watching. And I hope you all have a very happy holidays. I know that this isn't a normal video. I just thought I would talk about Santa, because why the fuck not? Anyways, I will see you guys in the next video.